From one Paralympian to another, sprinter and long jump athlete, Mpumelelo Mhlongo spoke to us about how his dreams were moulded in KZN.
My name is Mpumelelo Mhlongo. I represent Team South Africa in para-athletics, particularly in the T44 category in the 100 meters, 200 meters and long jump. I got into athletics just because I wanted to stay out of trouble. So what happens when you're born and bred a Kasi, you have to do one of two things. It's either you play with the kids or you end up getting into things like, I don't know, criminal activities, drugs or whatever it may be. So it was just trying to fit in and trying to show that my peer group that my deformity and my disability didn't define who I was. So my way of defining myself was saying that I'm the fastest kid even though I have a chicken foot. With having a congenital deformity like amniotic band syndrome, I had to get operated when I was 3 months old, and thereafter the deformed clubfoot requires you to go in for regular operations, and with those regular operations it's probably about 4 times a month where you go in, see a specialist, see if there's been any changes, and if there hasn't, then there's corrective procedures, and if those corrective procedures are going right, then they continue the treatment for about 6 years. I started taking athletics professionally, I would say, in and around about 2009. So when I was in grade 9, I represented the KwaZulu-Natal athletics team in high jump. And then thereafter, it went completely dead. And where I started in my, I'd call it adult career, being professional, was in 2015, when I made the Western Province team for athletics. And I saw that I actually had the opportunity to qualify for the World Championships the following year.
He had all the attributes in terms of the mental attributes and the will and the wherewithal to be a good athlete. And he just needed to learn and adapt and grow in terms of the professional side of being an athlete. And I think what changed was when he competed in Europe for the first time, I think in 2016. His mindset changed. I was trying to get his mindset right 2015, but I think the penny finally dropped when he competed in Europe for the first time 2016 and saw how professional other athletes are, and how much more there is to the sport he loves so much.
I think my first qualification was a little bit scary, if I'm to be honest. You see these heroes on TV, you see them do what they do, and they're renowned for being on the world stage and performing, because the Paralympics in South Africa is huge in terms of a performance output, from Natalie du Toit to a lot of the other Paralympians like Charles du Toit. So it was a large weight on your shoulders to say that now that I'm there, I'm going to be expected to pull out the same performance when I'm here for fun. I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm here because I love the passion and I love representing my country.
In the journey of representing his country, his star shone bright while doing his final year in university and at the same time qualifying for the Rio Paralympic Games.
I think my greatest highlights must be, you go to 2016, just before the Rio Paralympic Games, and I get called up to the Muller Anniversary Games, where there's Usain Bolt, there's Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, and you go, Haibo, ingane yase Clarota, elokishini isihle no Usain Bolt.
World records broken by Mhlongo, who's in lane 7, and Floors in lane 4.
And then following that, it's going to 2019 Dubai World Championships. I find myself in the finals for the T64 category in the 100 meters and in the long jump.
In lane 7 for South Africa. It was a T44 world record holder this morning. 4th in the long jump in London 2 years ago. 11:09 was that world mark for South Africa's Mpumelelo Mhlongo.
I get a silver medal, Pip Felix Strang on the line, which was not to be expected. Everyone expected that, I'd go there, I'd make the final, but top 8 was good enough, but we end up on the podium.
They are away, and what a start. Brilliant by Strang. And look at this, Mhlongo is flying up as well in lane 7. And now Flores is coming up. Flores is going to take it. Mhlongo might just be picked on the line. 10:59 is very fast. Mhlongo might have broken the T44 world record again. He was up in second place. And Mhlongo with a world record in T44, 11 seconds stayed, gets the silver.
Thereafter, the long jump is up. I'm sitting in 4th place, and last jump to come, my coach says, I have a feeling today is your day. With the crowd behind you, you can really pull it out. So you just need to believe in yourself and just give it all you have. So come from 4th place all the way into 3rd place and end up having bronze medal. So those were really the 2 cementing performances in my career to say that there's a lot more that we can achieve. All it takes is just to put in a bit more work, a bit more discipline, structure behind me.
Being involved in sprinting and long jump surely requires a different training routine. So how does Mhlongo manage to pull it off?
Well, there's a symbiosis in terms of sprints and jumps training because a lot of a long jump run-up is about, the takeoff, and the takeoff is about sprinting and being fast. The long jump and 100 meters work really well. It's no surprise that someone like Carl Lewis was brilliant at both long jump and the sprints. So it's a nice event where the training of the one doesn't disrupt the training of the other. There's a lot more plyometrics and jump focused training in the long jump. But certainly that even assists the explosivity that one needs as a sprinter.